My goodness, people, it's gone there. It has absolutely gone there. And this thing I thought would slow down by now, it seems to keep growing. You got Joy Titty Taylor is out here, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, in a big way, and not a way she's gonna like. She made some statements that people are digging up, and right now it's gonna hurt her financially outside of Fox. As far as what we talk about with hosting and things of that nature. So, yes, don't forget to hit the like button while you guys are here. The Cash App is Carcino if you want to donate to the Cash App itself. And, it's surprising. Remember, she had cars and homes allegedly paid for by Charlie Dixon, whose name has been all over the place. And there's nothing interesting about Charlie Dixon to be mentioned in the news. Allegedly, Earl Watson and her relationship ended because of the same relationship. Her marriage ended because of this. And this has been a growing concern within the industry. But now it's going to hit an even higher plane. So let's get to it. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them.
I'm sorry. Your girlfriend has nothing to worry about. I do not want you. I was literally just being a normal person. I'll be sure to be a bitch next time.
That big rack of hers that she showed off constantly. That peanut butter skin with that big rack.
We got all. I mean, two cities have glommed.
My turn. You told me it was my turn.
And now we see it's everybody's turn. As everybody's having their say. With Charlie Dixon right there, also being the man of the hour, the man with power, and all of these things that were said in the past by Joy Taylor, going out with the makeup artist, and what the makeup artist and her lawsuit is saying about Joy, Skip, the whole nine, and this situation has come full circle. As you can see here, this has been bigger than life everywhere you go and everywhere you turn. So where you're out on a date or doing anything else, this lady was everywhere with Joy Taylor, including places she shouldn't have been. Joy took her and made her privy to situations that she shouldn't have been in. So she wouldn't be in a position to say all of these things. Now, this is somebody who's a hairdresser. And when they say Joy had very little experience for the position she was in, a lot of people will say, yeah, that's how she got there. Yeah, she did X, Y, and Z to get there, but it would have to come to a situation that benefits the masses, right? We've seen this girl, her first marriage. We've seen, she's a very cute girl. And, who would think that this would happen to her going to this network job? And then Earl Watson situation. Now, what this has done has torpedoed her chances at getting the recognition that she's probably going to be searching for. You know, to be taken seriously. And now, Charlie, the man of the hour, dressed in that suit, that ridiculous suit, said is being sued by this woman for grabbing her butt 7 years ago. And Joey Taylor is also involved in this thing because I don't even know why she's being sued, because all she's done is basically being accused of having sex with people. That's her crime. She hasn't done anything. She could. It's up to her to say, I don't want you to work with me anymore. But my goodness. Yeah, it's kind of shocking to see that happen at such a level. And you see, if she did have a relationship with Acho, what difference does it make? It's her business. Hell, I thought Shady was the one hitting it. But if it did go down, it went down. Now, here's where it gets a little bit interesting, right? Because I want people to understand exactly where this is coming from. And what's going to be the details here and what's going to happen in the future. Now, Emmanuel Acho is going to be put in a situation where, okay, this situation is going to blow up. But now what she's faced with more than anything is that now, because of her comments that she made, along with what's happening with Charlie, the two people that know this is true, definitely, is Charlie and Joy. Charlie still has power at Fox. So if this is true, him reading a lawsuit about Joy saying that she might SA him, and the fact that Charlie got rid of female talents because they refused to lay down with him, this thing could blow up to be a Me Too of Fox, and a lot of people could be losing their jobs. So no one is safe at this time. While this is going on, a lot of people's jobs aren't safe. But what's massive here is a lot of this stuff is circumstantial. You know, a lot of it is. A lot of it is very circumstantial. And when you talk about circumstantial evidence and things of that property matters, so I'm just going to take it at the face value that they have it. And Mr. Diaz, he gropes women on the job. He has not been fired. I don't think nobody's complaining about Mr. Diaz. Mr. Diaz sounds like the party guy. He's the guy that's bringing the dope. He's bringing everything. Nobody's complaining about Mr. Diaz. Now, Skip Bayless is being mentioned in this lawsuit for being jealous of Shannon Sharpe and wanting to hit this lady. Skip Bayless was a single man around this time. He had just gotten married in 2016. But hairstylists, let me explain to you what hairstylists do and what details their jobs. They're not paid that much. They're not. They're not paid that much at all. It might look like a lot of money, but not to them. These people that they're dealing with and hair they're doing, these people are worth millions. and you're doing their hair. What in the world? Your homegirl is dropping you off at work at Fox because you can't afford a car in California, and you got to come up there to do millionaires' hair, right? So naturally, the people that see the most would know the most on the set because they're around the stuff that happens in the backgrounds of everything. This hairdresser has seen it all. The blow-ups, the fights, all of it. The makeup crew, the news crew. So when I talk to my friends that cover the NBA and they do the practices and got the scrimmages and they tell me, oh, so-and-so got in it today, you know. And then I reported to y'all you ain't got no sources. It's funny because we're all in the same thing. We're in media. I got media credentials. People forget. Sino still has media credentials. I just don't have to go out to these things anymore. I don't have to go travel to go see the fight and all that. I've done all this. Y'all, it's record, it's recorded. I own my own boxing website with Sean. Me and Sean own Boxing Socialist. Now it's called Boxing and Basketball. I own that. In case you guys don't know, me and Sean own it. I've interviewed Floyd Mayweather, Bob Arum. So I've been in media. So it's not the same world as what you guys would think. I've been and done interviews where they have a makeup crew. And they mic you up. They sit down and got the little girl that do the makeup thing and she does the lighting. I've seen it done with Floyd. Floyd has to get in the chair. He's got to get mic'd up. They got to put him in makeup, get him ready. They got the girl. She comes over and he tells her not too much on my face. It might break out. You got to tell them these type of things. The hair person is there. And he was always bald. So he was good to go. They just put a little makeup on his head so that the light don't do whatever it is it's doing. And then they go. Right? And when they go and shoot all of this stuff and all these wonderful things that's going down, that's what went down. So I've seen this happen 1,000 times. I've seen makeup suits. I've seen videos. I've seen it all. But one thing I do know more than anything is that this suit is only the beginning, because it's going to get worse, because Joy Taylor has made some comments, and we're going to get to that, that's going to affect and change the whole dynamic of this situation. As no one's talking about, they're like, oh, no one's talking about Skip Bayless. There's a reason why no one's talking about Skip Bayless. Because they don't care about Skip Bayless. In this situation right now, they don't care. But I will tell you what they do care about. Now, I want you to hear this, because this is the audio that's getting her in trouble.
Whether Jeff Saturday is successful or not does not diminish the fact that the way he got this job was ridiculous and embarrassing and disrespectful to everyone else in the organization. Everyone doesn't feel great about this hire in the organization. What it says to everyone around the NFL, by the way, not just in-house, is that your hard work doesn't matter. What you put in doesn't matter. You could show up every day. You could get here early. You could leave late. You could put in years, blood, sweat, and tears, And if I have a better relationship with this guy, he's going to get the job over you. Remember that. And believe me, that message is received when you do things like this. So it's not about if Jeff Saturday wins a game over the Raiders or not. It's about the message that you send about hard work and how it pays off in your organization. And good people that have options don't go to organizations like that because they want to know they have upward mobility. They want to know that their hard work is going to be rewarded and respected. And what the Colts did, said, hard work doesn't matter, honey. Relationships do. Sorry about it. And everyone's doubling down on it now. And remember, since we're doing receipts, I'm going to keep those too. Because if you don't have to have requirements, if you don't have to have a resume to get a job, keep that same energy the next time a black coach is up for a job. I don't want to hear a word about what experience he has. What does he call in plays? Jeff Saturday sure wasn't calling no plays. He made that very clear. I am delegating all responsibility except for cheers and motivational speeches to everyone on this staff. So keep that same energy about calling plays. And here's my favorite part about this while I'm ranting. Keeping receipts. The next time a woman's up for a job, I don't want to hear about the experience that she needs to have it. Because I already know she's excellent if she's getting the interview in the first place. So all you are loud and tweeting and celebrating this whole thing and celebrating the fact that you don't need certain kind of accomplishments or resume to get a job, keep that same energy, please.
And now everybody's keeping that same energy. And now she's out here flaunting, looking sexy. Joy is almost 38 years old. Like her birthday's coming up in like a week. And she's going to be 38. 38 and out here. And I guess she's in a relationship or something like it. And she's in a situation. And at this point in her life, she's been married, engaged, and went through divorce, abuse, all types. And now she has to deal with the hardest thing she ever has to deal with is this. Because it is so hard to balance social media and balance this. So for everyone who thinks she's hot, I think she's cute. I wouldn't necessarily say hot. But her thing is, it's not about her hotness, right? It's not about that. She's in a whole new realm now. Her new realm is being taken seriously. And when you've done whatever you did or may have not done to get the position, now you're at a point where it's okay, are they going to take me seriously? Because that's what you want at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you want to be taken seriously. And when you're not taking yourself seriously, this is the narratives that you're forced with. She put herself in these situations. She wanted to show those voluptuous boobies. That was her. She put herself in that spin cycle. But those comments now are going to affect her more than anything you've ever known. Because that's going viral right now. So I expect a shakeup that's going to happen soon because this is a bad look. Skip's not there no more, so there's nothing they can do to Skip. So whatever happens with this lawsuit, if Fox settles it, whatever, because it's not going to affect Skip. They're talking about what's going to happen outside of the lines. Now, Joy gets paid a lot of her money from media speaking engagements. She makes some good money being a host, but she's not like the rest of the boys and what they were getting. While they were getting millions and millions of dollars, she was getting low six figures to do what she does. Now she's in the $1 million, 7-figure range. Now she had endorsements, speaking engagements, hosting jobs. And from what I've been told, all hosting things with Joy Taylor has been halted. All of it. The NBA wants no parts. Even the NFL is saying that during their playoffs, you know, with the Fox and everything, having Joy Taylor around is not a very good idea while this situation is going down. Like having players and stuff around Joy Taylor and stuff while this lawsuit. This has damaged her reputation that she's built, you know, hard. You know, they've given her all kind of engagements. She was there to promote certain movies and films, like the Transformers one. She was out there to really make a name for herself, and it just went left. It completely went left. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I could tell you one thing. This is bad. This is bad on a lot of levels. And for her, that woman could be countersued if all of this is false. So she better gear up because one, that lady brought up Charlie Dixon. You mentioned the man that runs the show, the man with power, and you're a hairdresser. You better have your ducks in a row. Her name is Nushin Faraji or whatever. So let me see if it's still going on here. Here it is. Now, with all that's happened, all that's going on, right? I want y'all to look at something. This is the Instagram of the woman that's doing the lawsuit. The woman that keeps flaunting her body, trying to show that she's hot, right? And this woman has all these things with Joy Taylor on it. But who is she followed by? Alex Curry, Jenny Taft, Joy Taylor Talks. So Joy is still following the woman that is destroying her life. Whoever is in charge of her social media is not up to par because they still have Joy Taylor following this woman with a lawsuit against Fox. How could this happen? How could this even be the case? That Fox Sports have 3 people still following this woman so far. This woman has literally destroyed your whole credibility, Joy. And you're still following her. This woman still has your photographs up. There's Rachel Nichols. She did Rachel's hair. So there it is. So here it is, September 24th, 2021. Somebody, you're jealous. That's hilarious. You're jealous. Social media has been all over these pages. So now, September 24th, 2021, right? This is when she's posting all this stuff about what's going on here. Everybody roasted her. And look, Joy liked it too. Put all hearts. And look when somebody just jumps right into the conversation that happened 182 weeks ago. Somebody jumps right into the conversation and busts right out. Damn, Joy, you letting them girls clap the cheeks to get ahead? I really think you was good at what you do and got there on your merit. But you've been giving up the cheeks to get there. And Acho, hey, this dude wild as hell. He back again. Yo, Taylor Rooks, get your girl. Teach her how to be a lady. Man, this is crazy. Man, this is crazy right now. What in the world is going on in this country? Somebody comes in, prostitution is the oldest profession, bro. Somebody else joins in. Man, this is incredible. This is incredible. So 182 weeks ago, everything was fine. Back in July of 2021, everything was golden. Then there's no more posts of her posting Joy Taylor. Whatever happened seemed like she was removed from doing the hair for them, and that was that. She did Alex Curry's hair for a while. And this woman, she thinks, because she's a hairstylist, she thinks she's a dime. But in California, you're basic. Like out here in Illinois, they'll scoop you right up. But in California, And Alex Carey, don't you get caught in this mess. Charlie, you leave Alex Carey alone. Now, it was all good 182 weeks ago. They said she's a 5 in New York, an 11 in Baltimore. No, B-More ain't like that. They got some chicks in B-More. Somebody like, I was about to say that. So this hairdresser comes along and starts selling people this narrative of what she is, what she looks like, the ambition, everything. But the sad part is that all the other people involved, because now you got to look at all the other people who are being victimized. While we laugh because it's funny to us, the people who are not laughing that is hard on are these family members. Not Harrison. Now, if I had you blocked because you ride hard for Drizzy Drake, why would you be in the chat? Your meme enough should have you blocked. But it has to be something you've said to get yourself blocked. Plus, I don't go around blocking people, so it must be YouTube. You must be making stuff that's ridiculous. And James Harrison, please don't be the next one. I don't want to see you running down the street with this woman chasing you, man. Don't be the next one. I didn't see his name in the lawsuit. It was funny. My boy, he didn't know what was going on because he don't pay attention to stuff like this. So that's why I love bringing this up to him, because he too busy dealing with real life. He was, man, Skip Bayless paid 1.5 to sleep with Joy Taylor. I was like, Joy from Undisputed. I was like, no, he paid to sleep with her hairdresser. Nah, Skip ain't do that. Why wouldn't he just pay 1.5 to sleep with Joy? If she's sleeping with everybody, just give Joy 1.5 million. My boy has solved this entire thing without being connected to any of it. Look, all the problem is just Skip, just get it 1.5 over to Joy. And be like, look, here's 1.5, man. Let's go. And then that's it. You ain't got no problems with the hairdresser no more. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Maybe the hairdresser want a hairdresser show. I don't know. But the comments, man, in this comment section to all the videos is crazy. Anything that has Joy Taylor in it, they are going insane. Oh, well, definitely, because I got the Patreon. So on the Patreon, you know, her comments she said there was so damning that she was trying to get the audio completely removed. Like, it's got to go. Nobody could be hearing it. And they was like, damn, it's that bad? It's that bad for you out here? Well, the way I see it is different. Oh, me? I can't see the zone inviting Joy out anymore. Not to this thing blow over. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I think this is the herd. Might have been the herd back then. That's why people don't really say too much. That toupee is on fire. Charlie Dixon, baby. No. Let me see where it is so far.
And being
Let's hear with Joey Taylor. How she deal with men like Acho.
Princess voice, because clearly they want the princess treatment. And being a woman of substance and means, I can provide that for them. Now, there's things that I want in exchange for taking care of a princess boy. And, you know, if that is what men are interested in behaving like, I feel like I can do that. I can be that person for you. I can give you an experience you've never had.
Woo! I can give you an experience you've never had. Wow. Now that's on the Patreon. So we got that out there on the Patreon, and we decided to share that so y'all can know what it's like being on that Patreon. Now, if you want to be a princess boy, she know how to take care of you. See, Acho is a princess boy, right along with old Charlie here. You can see old Charlie. He looked like he's going into the doggone dancing show now. Come on, girls, let's go! Dun, dun, dun. Macho, macho man. Look at Charlie. I want to dance. So Joy probably let him be a princess boy. And she'll give him an experience. Woj ain't knocking down nothing but liquor. Oh, you know it. Look at old Charlie. Look at me in my debonair suit. Now, would that guy look like he got all the money and power? No. Look at what he dressed like. That shirt and suit probably came in a set. With those jeans. he probably saw that and said, woo, sporty. This is sporty. Hey, you like this? Yeah, it's real nice and sharp. Yeah, look at the checkers and the lines on this shirt. I'm not going to wear tied, no, not tie. I'm going to be hip. Oh, my goodness. That's what they all say. I feel sorry for his wife. Yeah, that's a good thing to notice, because that's the same thing I was talking about earlier. Is that I feel sorry for the wives, the family members who are caught up in this monstrosity of what's happening. Ayana Godness. I don't even know what that means. FS1 has become WWE. It's always been this way, baby. Freak Show 1. Freak Show 1. We got the Joy F Club. It's going to be the whole new show. Her, Angela Yee, slapped them all on the show. Wasn't she on Angela Yee's show? Talking reckless. That's all they do. That's Charlie. Yeah.
Fiasco has taken over the internet. I don't wish none of the people at Fox Television strife, But what I want to say is this, because this is something that needs to be addressed. If you hire 5 trained soldiers, their job is to protect things. They've been trained to protect things. They are professionals at their job. If you hire them to protect your house, you got 5 trained soldiers guarding your house. They know what they're doing from experience at the workplace and in the field. You can pretty much bank on them getting the job done. Listen to this. If you put a in the house, everything gonna fall apart. Everything gonna fall apart. If you put a woman who will sleep with 2 guys who know each other in that house that the men have been so good and efficient at protecting, that house gonna fall apart. Guaranteed. If a woman will sleep with 2 guys who know each other, she could destroy a nation. She could destroy a nation. This is the power of a whore. She is going to disrupt every bit of training, all the professionalism, everything. If you had a town full of 100 people, productive people, they build the town up. They have turned this town into something to be proud of. Put 3 whores in that town, they'll destroy that town. They will destroy that town. A whore is the same thing as a virus. It's the exact same thing. Men and women who work together in a workplace are going to fall apart if you put a whore in the middle of those men.
I am a fan of anarchy and interesting, so I'm not upset about it at all. Balls fixes everything. I prefer brains over balls, but that's just me. But balls, Paul. I'm built for softness and good times and prosperity. I'm not built for hard times and adversity. Nice guys, huh? Nice guys finished last.
The 42-page, that's right, 42-page suit names several defendants, including Fox Sports Executive Vice President Charlie Dixon and even host Joy Taylor. Faraji alleges Dixon grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party, and when she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the Fox host allegedly told her to, quote, get over it, end quote.
I took it a step further, as I always do, and I dubbed them princess boys because clearly they want the princess treatment.
Why is so much
Am
music?
I
Just
doing it
like
right?
this. No, it's
Allegedly, Miss Taylor was smashing the big boss.
Times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
I guess he might be the horniest man in America, huh?
And being a woman of substance and means, I can provide that for them.
Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Yeah, we co-host, but this is your show. So I owe you a little gratitude. But Joy better not ask me. I mean, Joy, my girl, but Joy better not ask me when I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and Joy cool, but we go, you know.
My turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
I want to pay my debt.
You gonna let me talk, Ocho? It's my turn.
Now, there's things that I want in exchange for taking care of a princess boy.
But truly, in the sports industry, I do not know anyone that is more impressive in every way, shape, or form than the one and only Joy Taylor.
I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host, Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you. Miss Taylor again uses her sexuality to get on a show. Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. Arrived, she found Miss Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Ocho. Miss Taylor confirmed and explained she wanted Miss Ocho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself.
If Joy Taylor is able to sleep her way to the top and be able to get on both shows, not because of her talent, not because of her merit, but because of her pretty privilege and her willingness, if true, allegedly to open up her legs to men, and in order to be able to get her position, then y'all should be ashamed for even trying to be equal to men in that way, because that's something that we'll never be able to do. You want our privilege, you want us to be able to share our resources, you want equal work for equal pay. Well, what kind of equal work does she put in order to be able to get her position?
Shower sex is one of the most overrated, romanticized experiences you could ever have. 69 is like a seesaw in hell. You're either choking or bored, and no one's really enjoying the ride.
Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want, fine, funny, fucking money. You're throwing all boundaries, standards.
That is what men are interested in behaving like. I feel like I can do that. I can be that person for you. I can give you an experience you've never had. So
what I'm saying to you, at FS1, FS2, whatever is going on, this is the work of now. Cake men is the reason we can't in harmony. The don't get. Why are we fighting with each other over these? Because cake men think they can cuff the whore and turn her into his. You can't. That lady belongs to everybody.
And let that sink in, because that happened. Now, in the workplace. I swear to you it did. Right in the workplace, it happened almost just like he explained. In the workplace, these two dudes, best of friends, came to work at our job. They start messing around with a girl that worked there. She was a hoe. She slept with everybody. I mean, everybody, except for me, because I don't do that. If you gonna sleep with everybody, I don't want you. I'm not gonna beat another notch in the belt. So when I said no, she was very upset. Plus, she wasn't attractive. I just wasn't in there. It was like, ugh, it's nothing about you that makes this a hard decision. I'm just like, people just doing it because you there. A freaky white girl and the brothers is just like, we finna go to town. This freaky white girl just let her do anything. So they go to our house, toss up. Nah, I don't want that. I can't stand those freaky type white girls like that. Just sleep with everybody. That's never been my thing. So this other chick I know outside who's a black girl, she happens to be, a chick that's a slut bag. That's just her occupation. And she liked the guy that's at my job. And I'm like, I'm finna go over there and, hang out and do whatever and, kick it with, I got other friends there, this and that. But I'm like, yes. Oh, damn, I didn't even do that. I've already put that there. I didn't even realize I wrote that in. It's a good thing that I did that. Now I got room for something else. But because I went through the whole process of doing this, right? So going through the process of trying to put all this stuff around and kicking it, brought this fool out, right? He was supposed to hook up with the girl. He was like, I'm like, shoot, if you want to hook up with her, go ahead. And he was like, cool. I'm like, I'm cool with everybody else. Like, I'm cool with the whole family. But I'm like, if she want to go and she's just a slut bag, she'll do it anyway. So he couldn't get over there. He's like, I ain't got time to get over there. His other friend comes over, right? Soon as she meets him, they talk for like 5 minutes. They fly upstairs and get down. Next thing you know, he was like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, dude, I ain't expected to jump off like that. I'm like, well, it did. And I was like, she's a slut bag. That's what she's gonna do. So next thing you know, he goes to work. He tells his buddy about it. Man, this girl was great. Way better than this chick we got here. But he likes the girl. He's been talking to her on the phone, his buddy. So now he goes back. And when he goes back, it's a different story. He goes and sleeps with the girl. She had slept at the end of this thing. She had slept with like 3-4 people at the job. So now she doesn't even work there. He go over there. He sleeps with her. So now he's the only one that want to keep her to himself. Now that he done did that, he don't want nobody else to sleep with her no more at the job. He wants to cuff her as his own. Now, that's fine and dandy, but now you done crossed over your voice. Because she said it like, well, the one person and this and that was coming over, and she was like, well, I don't want them both to know about it. I'm like, they friends. They work side by side. They came into work together. You think they both sleeping with you? They don't know about it? She's like, well, now it's all messed up. They both know about it. I'm like, are you sane? But she's a slut. So I guess there was some degree of dignity somewhere in her slutism that says, I can sleep with both of them, just not while they both know about it. Now that they both know about it, it's a no-no. I can't do this no more. Now I look like I'm a slut. So now all the stuff he was saying to her on the phone, I'm like, he said that? She's telling me this. So when I'm looking at him, I'm like, dude, you actually said this stuff? No, I didn't say that. Because his other boy's trying to hook it up. Like, dude, what are you doing? You supposed to be, we done did this 1,000 times. You're supposed to hook up the 3-way. Like, oh, me and you, we taking it down. What's going on? You know the system already. He's working against it because he don't want to do that. So he was working against it because he didn't want to do that with her. He was trying to cuff her. But you can't cuff a woman that don't want to be cuffed. She don't want to be booed up. She wants to be for the streets. And that is exactly what she wanted. She wanted to go see a guy she think he cute, sleep with him. So the other guy who just started there, he came over, hung out too. He had a chick and everything. He was like, man, I'll stop over there and drink. He was stopping over there to kick it. He wasn't stopping there to hook up with her. She saw him, was like, oh, I like his hair. It's curly. I like your waves. He was like, yeah, you like this? Yeah, it's this and that. And she was like, come up to my room for a minute. He's all right. He went up there. He came down like, damn, I think I'm spending the night. My wife gonna call you, right? Just say we sleep. I ain't come. I'm too drunk. He'll take me home in the morning. I stayed at your house. I'm upstairs. He went back upstairs. So after all of this, he goes back to work. And now he's mad that this chick done slept with this dude. And I'm like, oh man, now it's causing problems at work. This dude was like, the dude who was doing the tag team with his boy, they both started. Now they fighting with each other. This chick is messing up production at work. She don't even work there. So what Corey is telling you is 100% the truth. That is 100% how it goes.
and she shouldn't be at the workplace. Because the workplace, if you want to make the workplace productive, you can't have a whore around. She gonna offset the workplace.
Yep.
What are you talking about? This is common sense. Nobody's saying it like that. If you got a whore and she's sleeping with one of the guys up there, that actually can be leveled out. But when you got a whore and she slept with this guy up there and that guy up there, weak men and whore gonna destroy and burn down everything that people trying to be productive with. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
As always, we can only guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That's right.
It also talks about how she was engaged to Earl.
She's a mess. She horrorized the workplace. That's exactly what she did, Battle X. That's exactly what she did. Oh my God, man. I had a wild night trying to watch Den of Thieves. I had a wild night trying to watch Den of Thieves too last night. Man, they screwed me over. All right, I was trying to watch Memphis and Houston. But this girl was like, I want to watch this movie. And Den of Thieves 2. I'm like, that's what I want to see. And I'm going anyway. So this is it. We can meet up. Boom, boom, boom. I get there. Something weird happens. Like that never happens at a movie theater. How does the room get locked that got the film that we need to watch? Because I watch it in Dolby Atmos, the highest quality there is. I need to watch that. Outlaw, can the Knicks beat OKC tonight, or are we wasting our time? Let's get Outlaw's prediction on the game. Outlaw, what's going to happen tonight? Do we have another Knicks losing to another good team? Where's Outlaw at with his decision? Was Den of Thieves 2 good? I did a movie review on it last night. Some very questionable decisions was made in that movie that kind of got me a little frustrated. No, Outlaw, I don't want to see no laughing emojis. What's going to happen tonight? Can y'all beat OKC? Cavs did it. Are y'all going to win tonight? I don't want to hear we better win tonight. Well, you better. LeBron needs some help. He always needs help. He needs mental help. He's mentally out of his mind. So he needs all the mental help he can get. What is going to become of Joy Taylor? Right now, she's going to be losing a lot of hosting gigs right now. You know, she's still a beautiful woman. Nobody can take that away from her. She's a beautiful young girl. Well, she's not a young girl no more. She's about to be 40. She's finna be 38 now. So the price of fame. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, she was engaged for a while as a dating Earl. They hooked up while he was at Fox. And Joy and Earl hooked up, and that was that. But whoever Joy throw, her little cooch to is her business. But it's fun and entertaining to us. But overall, we know the situation clearly. For a woman, this looks real bad because now this hurts them going to get a job. Even if it isn't true, the allegation of it sets all women back. So if you're looking at it from a realistic standpoint, yeah, as guys, we're sitting here laughing at it, but this sets women back by being so publicized and everything that other women are going to be upset about it. They're going to be pissed. And a lot of them rightfully so, because it don't affect them or their job. It shouldn't, but it does. And because it does, a lot of people are suffering. Oh, absolutely. The majority of the times that people don't see something, they're going to complain about it. The moment they don't see one thing go their way, they're going to find a way to complain about it. People like to complain about a problem more than solving it. But as time go by, Fox is going to make some changes. First thing they did when Joy first came back was put her in an outfit that wasn't productively Joy Taylor. And she's trying to go by as business as usual. And everybody's like, well, what about Emmanuel Acho? Well, what was his crime? She never stated him for any crime whatsoever. The only thing she spoke about with him was that he was sleeping with Joy Taylor. That was it. That was his only crime that was mentioned. Well, the best rap album. Is that what you're saying? The best rap album in New York City? Well, we're going to be talking about stuff like Illmatic, we're going to be talking like the 94, 95, that era, 96, anything in those eras. Wu-Tang, yeah, it's a lot. I don't think Tony Busby in that situation, what you just mentioned, is gonna matter when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, we'll see what happens. I don't think Jay. They're gonna have to come out with a lot more to stop Jay. That suit that woman got is not gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, everyday man. What they say, the everyday man? The everyday man isn't going to go for that. No, because women, let me tell you something. Women are not going to be as forgiving.
All over social media. Has it been about Charlie Dixon? Not that much. Has it even been about Skip Bayless? Not that much at all. Has it been about Fox Sports overall? Really, not that much at all. It's all significantly paled in comparison to the level of vitriol, venom, insults, and beyond aimed at one Miss Joy Taylor. And that's why I want to bring on my next guest. I shouldn't call her a guest. She's a journalist. She's a former news anchor in Atlanta. She's a personal good friend of mine, and she's a damn good friend of the show over the last few days. And I'm talking about the one and only Tori Cooper. She's back here with yours truly right now. Tori, how are you? How's everything going?
I'm doing well. How are you, Steven?
Listen, I had to bring you back because I wanted to get your thoughts on what I just brought up about Joy Taylor. And as you've watched all of this unfold, I know you, like myself, we've read the 42-page, allegations, ripe with allegations against Joy Taylor, against Charlie Dixon, against Skip Bayless, specifically pertaining to Joy Taylor. I want to know what your thoughts are about all the heat that she's been taking over the last few days.
Why is such a focus on Joy Taylor? First of all, she's not being accused of sexual battery. She's not being accused of sexual harassment. She's being accused of engaging in sexual behavior to earn her spot that she has on Fox Sports. Now, the problem I have with this, Steven, is this continues to be the issue in this industry, is when a man gets there, in any industry really, when a man gets there, he earned it. When a woman gets there, she slept her way to the top somehow. And so that's issue number one. Issue number two is that we're just going to completely negate her experience and the fact that she is more than qualified to be in this role. And if you just read this lawsuit at face value, and this is my problem with these lawsuits, is people just take it as fact. These are allegations at the end of the day. And when you look at this lawsuit and you comb through it at face value, they paint her as a bartender who had little experience, who was had experience in radio and was not qualified for Fox Sports, and she was working as a fill-in anchor and a bartender at the same time. I worked 2 jobs to get into this industry. I worked behind the scenes first. So We don't earn these spots lightly. And that's where I get really frustrated with people on social media who are trying to come for this woman's experience and credibility to be considered for this role. So let's just go back into the history really quick, into her experience, since we want to talk about it. She worked behind the scenes as an executive producer. That's someone who writes the shows for the people you see with the mic. One. Then she worked her way into a slot to be a co-host on that show, on that radio show in Miami. Then on top of that, she took the show to number one. And then after that, then she makes her way to California, is essentially doing what it appears to be freelancing, and is filling in and working to get that spot. And eventually she gets called on. Many people right now, Stephen A. would say, I'm not even qualified to sit next to you. But it's not always about experience. If it was about experience in this industry, then so many people wouldn't even have the spots they have. It's about a lot of other intangibles. But for this specific issue, this woman was more than qualified. She's been a credible Fox Sports commentator, and she's doing her job. So that's the big issue. Another issue on social media that I'm seeing that's very upsetting is that people are saying, this is why women shouldn't be in sports. This is why we don't want women involved in this, because we're going to be faced with these allegations, and this is give us our world back. This is not your world. You're not going to claim the sports environment. And this is the problem that I have, because at the end of the day, this is a form of entertainment that anyone can share, not anyone, but people can share their take on it, and people can be engaged in this topic. And lastly, this is the main issue I have with this. This is another woman who's of minority descent, who's also claiming that another woman who's a minority did this. So I know that the female sports anchors of the world right now are all cringing, because they're like, wow, you just continue to feed right into this same narrative that we don't deserve to be up here at the desk with these men who live, breathe, and sleep this topic. So now it's always about us sleeping with people to get to the spot we're in. And then now another woman's going to feed right into that with these allegations. So it doesn't help what we're up against as women in this industry to have allegations like this circulating around. But this also, she could file her own lawsuit. She could. There's nothing has been proven. So that's where I'll leave it.
And here's the thing. People need to understand that's one of the reasons that you might not be hearing anything from her, nor Skip Bayless or anybody else, because they can turn around and sue, and they got their. I mean, think about the allegations that have been thrown out against them. Think about, the need that they may feel to retaliate, and as a result of that, I think that is even further requirement for people to be careful. But let me tell you why I wanted you on here, Tori, because.
Oh man! So if they strike back. Stop the cap, shorty. Go support the WNBA. Oh my God. So now you get to see the woman in media's perspective, because people was looking at her like that. Because she was on Stephen A. show showing her boobs last time. I pointed that out. Now she's coming up with a button-up shirt. You see? It's like we own them now. Don't blame Joy. She got shot down real fast. Notice she never talks about the woman who accused Skip and Charlie. Hey, it is what it is, man. So I'm going to get ready for these games. I did a video prior to this. Go check that one out. And I'm out. I see Outlaw don't really believe the Knicks can win tonight. But if they win, he's going to be the first one up.